Good morning, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to join us on this important call and stand down. I've asked you to join myself, Nigel Watts, Head of Wastewater Treatment, following an extremely serious incident that occurred at our Ivor South Treatment Works last Wednesday. Due to its seriousness, myself and the leadership team felt it was important that we shared the details with you all as soon as possible. Before I hand over to Nigel to go through the details of the incident, I would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone of the critical importance that I place on health and safety within our business. I cannot stress enough the importance of your safety and well-being. Every one of us has an absolute right to go home safe and well at the end of every day. This incident must act as a reminder to each and every one of us that we should always take a step back, and if at any time we feel we are in an unsafe situation, we must stop what we are doing. I can assure you that your manager will thank you for doing so. Nothing is so important, we cannot do it safely. Turning to the incident, one of our colleagues, Paul Kavanagh, was seriously injured whilst working on a conveyor at Ivor South. Whilst undertaking his task, Paul's arm was trapped within the conveyor, causing serious and life-changing injuries to his right arm. I'm happy to say that his condition is currently stable, and we are supporting Paul, his family and colleagues as best we can. I'll now ask Nigel to join me, who will outline the specifics of the incident.
Good morning. Can we sort the sound, please? Thank you. Good morning. Team, Ivor South is one of our works that receives sludge via two pumped mains from Mogden Sewage Treatment Works. The site is operated and maintained by technicians, and the senior technician on site is Paul Kavanagh. On the 6th of November, Paul was working with a colleague on one of the conveyors. Whilst undertaking this activity, at approximately 3:15, Paul's right arm became trapped and entangled, and he was seriously injured, resulting in significant trauma and damage to his right arm and shoulder, with severe lacerations and multiple fractures. Paul received first aid on site and the emergency services were called. The site was initially declared a crime scene by the police, whilst the 11 members of the ambulance crews attended to Paul to save his life. The health and safety team and management team arrived on site to assist, and later that evening Paul was airlifted to the John Radcliffe Hospital due to the seriousness of his injuries. On Thursday morning, we received confirmation that Paul's right arm had been amputated due to the incident and the injuries he had sustained. The incident is still under investigation, and we will implement any changes required across our organisation once we fully understand them. We have come a long way regarding the way we undertake health and safety within our organisation. However, the events that have transpired this past week serve as a stark reminder that we can never do enough. We can never be complacent.
Thank you, Nigel. Clearly, this is a tragic incident which we must all reflect on. I would like to add that if it wasn't for the quick action and response from his colleague and the emergency services, this could have been far worse. This horrific incident is life-changing for Paul, his family, friends and colleagues, and I cannot believe any of us would ever want this to happen to anyone working for Thames Water. I'm sure there may be many of you listening to this call who may have experienced and witnessed firsthand the significance of life-changing incidents, whether at work or at home. And following this call, your manager will, where possible, take time to discuss the implications of this incident. This is the time to speak up. This is the time to tell of your experiences so others can learn and understand the devastating consequences. This is the time to raise any issues that need to be raised, so we can work together to resolve and prevent any future life-changing incidents such as this. And following this incident, I would like to remind you all that when working on and around any plant, machinery or equipment, ensure all guards are in place, in good order, and all fixings are visible. Ensure before working on any plant, machinery or equipment, it is fully isolated, both electrically and mechanically. Where required, ensure permits and safe systems of work are in place, approved, and importantly communicated. And finally, that you feel confident that you have the necessary training and competence to undertake the task. Please do take the time following this call to sit down as a team and have an open and honest conversation. And if you feel that there are any areas that you have concerns about keeping yourself or your colleagues safe, please take a zero compromise approach and escalate any concerns to your line manager, any of the leadership team, including myself, or the health and safety team. Many thanks for taking the time to listen in, and please do look out for each other and stay safe.